want to go on the record that the whole video I will not be talking like Mickey Mouse. Let's dive into my top Pixar movies. I just want to be clear that I will not be having Soul on this list since I have not seen it. Number 22 on our list is Cars 3. Now, I'm not a big fan of Cars to begin with. I think that the concept is a little strange to me. I think that the cast could be a lot better. So Cars 3, 2, and 1 are my 22 through 20. On Rotten Tomatoes, Cars 3 has a 69% rotten. Cars 2 on Rotten Tomatoes is 39% rotten. Cars on Rotten Tomatoes is 74%. This is an accurate description that the Cars movies just suck. Number 19 on our list is Brave. It's about a daughter and a mother bonding over everything. Seeing that I am a male, I did not relate to this movie at all. So that's why it is number 19 on my list. But on Rotten Tomatoes, it was a 78%. It's not great, but it's not bad either. If you want to watch it with somebody, watch it with your mother. Number 18 on our list is Good Dinosaur. It had a great premise, and when it was coming out, I was really excited to see it. But it didn't have that kind of feeling that I had after watching multiple other Pixar movies. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it is a 76%. We are still on that lower echelon of tier for Pixar movies. Number 17 on my list is Monsters University. And yes, I know that I'm gonna be chopped up in the comments section, but bring it on. Because this is a concept off of a great movie. I just felt like it was trying to be a cash cow for what Monsters, Inc. put on the map for Pixar. Rotten Tomato has it at 80%. So we're moving up on that tier, but still not a great quality Pixar movie. I would love to know what your favorite Pixar movie is. Throw it down in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Number 16 on my list is Toy Story 4. Yes, I know on Rotten Tomatoes it is a 98%, but to me, I just felt like this was another cash cow way of trying to bring in money off of a great successful series. Yes, I'm super excited for Lightyear coming out in 2021. I just think that the concept of Toy Story should have stopped after Toy Story 3. Number 15 on the list is Finding Dory, because you can't have Finding Nemo 2, because if he just gets lost again, then what's the difference? It was as if this time period of Pixar was just trying to rebuild and regain older people to come back and watch movies for their children. Rotten Tomato has it at 94%. Number 14 on our list is The Incredibles 2. The Incredibles 2 just came out a few years ago, and I was so excited to know what happened with Jack and the whole nine and everything like that. And it was a great movie concept. But again, I really do feel like Pixar was just trying to make as much money as they can off of successful past movies. Rotten Tomato has it at a 93%. And yes, it is a great quality film on its own, but when you watch it with all the other movies, that's why it's at number 14. Number 13 on our list is Toy Story 2. I liked the way that it had Woody's background and why he is such a big character and everything in the Pixar world. There's a lot more Pixar movies that are better, and that's why it's only at 13 on our list. Rotten Tomato would disagree. It is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I understand that having it at 100% on Rotten Tomato and having it be number 13 on my list is like, what the hell are you doing, Jonathan? I just want to let you know that there are other great concepts that Pixar has thought about that are better than this movie. Number 12 on the list is Coco. Coco is about the holiday, the Day of the Dead. The soundtrack to this movie is phenomenal. I love this soundtrack. Coco is awesome. On Rotten Tomatoes, it is a 97%. This is a great soundtrack. If you haven't seen it, watch Coco, my number 12. Number 11 on the list is Onward. It was about two brothers going on a quest to find their father and to see their father one last time after he passed away. Rotten Tomatoes also enjoyed it with an 88%. If you haven't seen this movie, please check it out. It is awesome. We are now on to my top 10 Pixar movies. If you like this video so far, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Every Sunday I put out new videos, so let's continue on with the list. My number 10 has to be Inside Out. It is such a great concept to think that every emotion is a different person in your brain controlling and being able to manipulate your life. I think it's Ellie is the main character that we follow. Her going into her father's brain and her mother's brain while they're sitting at the dinner table, that scene is incredible. Just showing that emotion can be a character. The best thing about Pixar is if you watch a Pixar film and it makes you cry, that to me is like, boom, check mark. I'm here for entertainment, but you also made me feel something. I want a movie that's gonna make me feel something when I watch a Pixar film. And this Pixar film does that. Rotten Tomatoes, it is a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 9 is WALL-E. WALL-E. Borderline, like, why do I want to watch this movie? But it's so heartfelt. It also kind of shows like where the world is going to if we just don't recycle and if we just kind of like sit in chairs and be in virtual reality and all of that kind of stuff. So I loved the concept of WALL-E. And Rotten Tomatoes also loved it at a 95%. Number 8 on my list is A Bug's Life. Now on Rotten Tomatoes, it is sadly 92%. So I wish it was just a little bit higher in the Rotten Tomatoes aspect. Cutting edge technology for the time that it came out. It came out in 1994, I think. Whoa, I apologize. It came out in 1998. This is cutting edge technology for 1998. Number 7 on my list is Finding Nemo. I love this movie. I end up quoting it like throughout my daily life. The way that they knocked it out of the park was phenomenal. The way that the reflection off of the water onto the fish and off of everything. On Rotten Tomatoes, they have it at a 99%. This is high quality animation. Check it out. Number 6 for me has to be Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. to me is a great film. To think that the monsters under my bed, in the closet, and in the dark are making me scream for their benefit to make electricity and everything like that. What a concept. I love the interactions that Mike Wazowski and Sully have during this, but I also love the way they interact with Boo. Pixar theory time. Boo is actually Violet from Incredibles. If we go to the scene where they are in the bathroom and Sully is opening each individual stall, how does she disappear in one and end up all the way down on the other end? Invisibility? She only does it when she's happy, and if we look back into the Incredibles, she can't do it when she's under pressure. Now, Rotten Tomatoes has this at a 96%. So it is up there in that upper echelon of Pixar movies. Speaking of The Incredibles, that is my number 5 on this list. Yes, it is a superhero movie, but it's a superhero family. And to see what the family goes through turmoil and everything, just trying to fit into the normal society and not show that they're superheroes because superheroes were, I guess, banned from their world and their metropolis that they have, I thought that the concept was incredible. Rotten Tomatoes has The Incredibles at 97%. Number 4 on my list is Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 came out at a time where I was going off to college and I was feeling a way that Andy was feeling, giving away a lot of his toys and getting rid of that. I love this movie. It was a great concept. The cast is phenomenal. There's so many people who are featured in this movie, and Toy Story 3 actually on Rotten Tomatoes is a 98%. My number 3 is Ratatouille. It's probably not on everybody's top 3 list, but I just think this movie cinematically is phenomenal. They also have it at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. And now for my number 2 on the list, you have your tissue box ready because we are going to be talking about Up. Up's intro is one of the saddest intros I've ever seen to a movie. It's sadder than Bambi, and Bambi's mother gets shot. Since you have that emotion in the beginning of the movie, that draws you in to the feeling of what Carl is going through when his house is getting taken away and he wants to be with Ellie and to go on this adventure. If you have never seen Up, what are you doing if you've never seen Up? Like, who are you? Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 98%. If you don't cry in the first 15 minutes, you're not human. My number 1 Pixar movie, it is Toy Story, and which I talked about on another episode, which I will put right here. One of my favorite films growing up, I would watch it constantly. I think I broke like 2 VCRs. For those of you who don't know what a VCR is, but a VCR was a cassette player to be able to put it onto your TV. It's not like you can just stream it and have Disney Plus and all of that. It is Pixar's first film, it is Pixar's greatest film, and it is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, that's all, folks. That was That Guy Talks Top Pixar Movies. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. So, cue that music!